Hangouts will be starting now.
Another day. Hello, Coding Phantom. Hope you're having a fine day. Thanks for joining in, as we say. Let's see. All should be fine. Hello there. Hello. Thank you for joining by. Yeah, little Monday evening stream, as we call it. Let's see. I'm testing like the new broadcast, no, enhanced broadcast. I think it's called, or broadcast. I think it's called enhanced broadcast. Yeah, on Twitch, which I should have. Enhanced broadcast. Yeah, I should have multiple encodes going on right now. I see 10,000 kilobytes are sent. For me, I have it at least. That's nice. Let's see. I think we can basically just go straight into the first thing I want to do, which is to watch some trailers. We'll start with this one, because this looks like a really cool. It's remind me of Cuphead, actually. So yeah. Wait, why are you not? Now this looks nice. It ourselves the same? Exactly. Music too. First person shooter, instead. I don't know from what developer, if it's the same. I would guess so. TI. Personal Detective for Hire. Is it the same developers? Where's the mouse? There you go. What if Cuphead was in black and white and first-person shooter? Fun games and play side. Who made Cuphead? Studio MDHR. Is it the same people or just a different? Where can we see? Careers, Cuphead website, press kit. Website, I guess? No, this is for the game. I guess it's a different studio. Man, that was interesting game for sure. Mouse, the answer to the question. Fumi Games. I have it here. Fumi Games in the game. There's. I don't think this is Galaxy Taxi. So they haven't made. Yeah. So they made Galaxy Taxi, and then now they're making Mouse, based on the same art style that from Poland. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have we'll keep an eye on this game. Is it on Steam even? Do we know? Mouse. Yes, it is. Oh, add to wish list. Very nice. Okay, so next trailer. This is just pre-Gamescom trailers, I think, or like part of the Gamescom event, which is happening tomorrow, actually. So we'll have a Black Myth Wukong release early, and then we'll have Gamescom trailer or like Gamescom live stream tomorrow. So that's going to be really fun to watch. Let's see. And then, of course, Final Fantasy 16 got a PC announcement trailer. September 17th. released on PlayStation 5, but oh, so it's gonna be re-released on PS5 with the expansion. Just a minute, I got a call there I gotta take. Yep, I'm not gonna take that one. I thought it was someone else. It was not. It was spam or just like questioning something. Anywho, this is Final Fantasy 16 re-released on or not released, released now on PC, and also I'm gonna guess re-released on PS5 with the expansion. Maybe like not Game of the Year, but like Ultimate Edition or something like that. Let's see. Deliverance Edition.
War is coming, my boy. You must make ready.
Years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me, and I did nothing. But now I can.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you.
Complete Edition. So goddamn great this game. Yep, this is a great game. Had some issues. It's not, I would say, perfect, but like for what it is. Oh, it's a PC demo right now. 17th of September. What other games do we have around this time? Let's just double check. So that that's October. I can only see. I believe we should have something. Didn't I write? Maybe I looked at it wrong. Oh well. Yeah, which is nice. Oh, I think we have some sort of Frostfall or something. Frostbank. That's Frostbank 2. Isn't that coming out? That's the 20th. Okay. So there are a couple of days ahead. I need to wishlist this, by the way. Also, Final Fantasy 16. XVI, right? Yes. Demo is out. 4 weeks. Very nice. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I enjoyed it on PS5, but it wasn't really like... You notice that you kind of want like the pure 4K image with 60 FPS. So it's gonna be nice having it on PC. Let's see the next one.
Extend your...
Oh, there's a short one. I think it's the Season Pass trailer. Just a minute, yeah. Currently, I'm just addicted to Warframe as my main game. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But it's always good to have options. You know, like this.
Extend your journey into the underworld with the Star Wars Outlaws Season Pass. Expect to cross paths with familiar faces and new daunting threats. Starting with the exclusive Day 1 mission and the Kessel Runner character pack, followed by 2 additional story packs and cosmetic bundles. Expand your experience with all new stories, quests, and areas to discover. Meet with Jabba again in the exclusive mission, Jabba's Gambit, available at launch. Following Kay's first encounter with Jabba in the main game, the Hutt cartel leader summons her to settle an old debt ND5 has neglected. Now, it is time to collect. Also included in the season pass and available at launch is the Kessel Runner character pack, featuring new cosmetics for Kay and Nyx. The first story pack, Wildcard, will launch in fall 2024.
Guessing late fall.
Kay Vess finds herself forced to work for the Empire as she's sent to infiltrate an elusive casino ship to participate in a high-stakes sabacc tournament. There, Kay will join forces with the notorious Lando Calrissian, an alliance set up for explosive results as they unveil a conspiracy that will lead them into the most secret and secure part of Mirogana. 2 cosmetic bundles, Cartel Ronin and Hunter's Legacy, will also be available to Season Pass owners alongside the first story pack.
Cartel Ronin.
The second story pack, A Pirate's Fortune, will be available in spring 2025.
Nice.
K, Nyx, and ND5 are launched on a perilous treasure hunt with legendary pirate Hundo Onaka, offering them a chance to turn their fortune around. The season pass is included in the Gold and Ultimate editions of Star Wars Outlaws, which also offer 3 days of early access to play the game from August 27th. And if you pre-order, you get the Kessel Runner bonus pack, which includes cosmetics for your speeder and for the Trailblazer.
Alternatively, you simply, buy Ubisoft Plus for 1 month and you get the best edition with everything on it. And you play the game till you're finished. Then you cancel your subscription. And when either the first expansion or the second expansion, depending on if you want to wait, comes out, and I'm going to guess it's going to be 20 or 30% off, and you buy the full game if it's worth it. That's also a plan, which is the one I'm going to do. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the game. Like, I'm skeptical. There's stuff. 1 duo, 2 playstyles. Ubisoft have released. I did not know this. Hold on. Wait. That's piece of gameplay. Galaxy teaser. I've seen this. Okay, so we'll keep this for. Is this 5 minutes? This is 7. Okay, so we'll watch the Assassin's Creed one first then. What is this? Get a behind-the-scenes look at the development of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and discover the new dual protagonist feature, which is okay. Okay, sure. Deep look into the dual protagonist feature then. Come on, stop and load. Please don't load. Let's watch. Episode 1.
One thing we really wanted to do at the start is deliver on great player fantasy. And as we started diving, we had 2 emerging player fantasies that were awesome, the Shinobi and the Samurai. What we didn't want is try to dilute them into one fantasy. We really wanted to explore both sides. So that's something where we said, well, we need 2 characters.
The setting that we had, the Azuchi Momoyama period in feudal Japan, was such a nuanced time. So it was really interesting to be able to work with dual protagonists and develop these 2 characters as individuals, because we really had the opportunity to explore this era by playing off these 2 different perspectives.
As we worked our way through it and came up with a dual protagonist, it became very clear that Naoe is the stealth character and Yasuke is the fight character. Speed and agility on one side, then brawn and strength on the other. They differ in every possible way we could make them differ.
I'm curious how the difference is going to be.
Our shinobi, Naoe, is the imagined daughter of a legendary Egan shinobi, Fujibayashi Nagato. And up until this point, she's actually been quite protected from a lot of the horrors of war that have been going on in other parts of Japan. So this is going to be her first real taste of what lies beyond, and it has a profound impact on her.
I wanted to have the stealth as a core pillar in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Player will recognize the classic Assassin's Creed experience in Nawe, but we're adding a lot of things that make her super unique. So she's the best assassin ever.
We wanted Nawe to be extremely fast, efficient,
Ooh, I like
acrobatic.
this.
We've worked a lot to make sure that she has the coolest, most spectacular parkour we could give her. She can squeeze in tight corners. She can go prone, meaning that the character can go underbelly and just crawl around in the dirt and disappear from view. We really wanted to leverage all the light elements that come with our new tech and use it in a core way for our Shinobi fantasy specifically. So what that means, at night, you have to read the environment and hide in the pockets of shadows that are cast naturally in the world. And that affects how NPCs can see you and if they can sense you at all.
What we want the player to experience is the feeling of being the predator. So you feel like a ninja, you can break light, you can vanish in the shadows, and you're flipping on roof with the physics-based
I agree.
graphics. So the stealth is more rich than ever, and you really feel that she's like a blade in the shadows.
Yasuke is our first historical protagonist in Assassin's Creed. What we know about Yasuke historically is just a bit, but it was enough to get the team really excited about the opportunity to work with him as a character. He can fight his way out of anything, but he's also super smart and can think his way through things equally as well, and is going to be somebody who always has a commanding presence.
So especially in combat, when we think about Yasuke, it's really about dictating how the fight will go. And to do so, we created a mechanic called the posture attack. So he can chamber an attack, and then he can launch that attack to do massive amount of damage and take out anyone.
Yasuke is very, very strong. He can barge through reinforced doors. He can lift heavy objects that Nawe can't. But that means that he's somewhat slowed down compared to Nawe.
Ow.
On the ground, that's where he shines.
But they allow you to like actually jump and then just crush stuff.
We have two characters who have such different gameplay styles. So for every situation, every gameplay moment you're going to encounter, you really need to think through everything from these two perspectives.
Blood must be paid in blood, Yasuke.
We always want to respect player choice, so you can do quests with any character. So if you are Yasuke, you play with his strength, but also with his weakness. Same for Nawe. Each character has their own skill trees, but also they can master the different weapons. So it's not just about stats, it's about the player competency to really understand how the different mechanic works.
They have different speeds, they have different HP, they have different gear sets, so they're very unique and they're a great balance of two player fantasies.
The most exciting part of having our dual protagonists is the distinction and the fact that they don't really overlap. Narratively, they have common goals and they are aligned on what they want to do, but the way they go about it is drastically different. Sometimes playing Nawe, even if you're very good, you'll hit a wall and some enemy is going to kick your ass and you go, you know what, let me switch. And the same is true for Yasuke. Sometimes you'll get a setup, a couple enemies are high on rooftop that you cannot quite reach and having to go, you know what, let me switch back to Nawe. And having this push-pull that players get to experience of which characters is good in what situation, it gives us lots of levers to play with and try to break the mold, I think is the most fantastic thing we've achieved with our dual protagonist from a gameplay perspective.
Interesting. November 15th, yeah. I think you should be able to like play earlier on that game too. Everyone just like 3 days early access these days. Yes, 15th is the normal launch day, and then 12th is the early access launch day. So I'll do the same thing I'll do with Star Wars. I'm gonna Ubisoft Plus, 3 days early access. Can be better than that. So yeah. Now Crimson Desert. I don't know if this is launching this year. I don't think so. I can't see anything about it. I feel like I read somewhere at some point that it was delayed. It was originally supposed to come out this year, but got delayed. I think I do not 100% know, but well, we can see what we'll find after this gameplay trailer. White Horned Boss battle gameplay. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Are those the kids over there? The townsfolk will suffer his deathly wrath. The spirit will punish us all! Halt! What? This don't concern you, outsider! Where are the kids?
There's some weird
He's
shimmering
here
all
to
over the
take the
place.
spirit's children! Kill him, quick! Before we incur his wrath! We cannot let him take the children!
Lots of... Nice. Straight into gameplay, huh? God damn. Lots of grappling. FPS looks better. Still a shit ton of shaking.
Where are the kids?
Lots of blood.
You
Too.
got any idea what you're doing? The spirit will punish us all!
Yeah, there is some really weird depth of field blur effect going around with the hair. You can see it also on the edges of, like, you see it here, and you see it like on the edges all along, really. Well, it's work in progress, so should be fine. Hopefully, when it comes out.
Why on? The spirit of the mountain! Over there! They've all gone and doomed ourselves!
Oh wow, big white ape-horn thing. Better fight. White horn. Ow. It looks insane, the effects. Oh, so that's a standing bar. Of course, that makes sense. Ow. And we can Monster Hunter or Shadow Colossus if you would. That'd be nice. Oh wow, you got ice. Ow. Ow. Yeah. New life bar. Huh. Yeah, was that perfect parry? Is that why it's glinted? Also, look at, I just noticed, but let's go back 1 second. Look at here. just below my camera. You can see like the temperature for some reason, and it goes up and down. 50, minus 25, minus 24.
Ads will
Is
be
this-
starting now.
Oh, is this because every time you like do effects with your sword and something, you heat up the blade, remember the enemy, and that represents that temperature? Three times does the charm? No? Yes, that's gotta be perfect parry. Oh, so... Like, honestly, when they got asked, how much particle effects do you want? Did you all just scream, yes? Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, he's gotta be dead now.
See why the bandits were scared to death.
Yep. Then we won't get any more, I think. Quest complete. What the heck? Any release year? Get all the latest news. No. I am really curious how... I have a feeling we're gonna get more from Crimson Desert on the live stream tomorrow. Because it says we will get something from them. Maybe we will get a release time. Yeah, so which particle effects should we put in the game? Yes. What kind of battle style do you want? Yes. Full WWE on some goblins. Oh yeah. Like jump kick and like just go straight down the... Oh, that'd be so nice. And the temperature went up because of the explosions. Okay, so it is compared to like the effects you do. And I guess when you do like fire and lightning stuff, which I believe we saw in some earlier gameplays. Is this from last year? 22nd of August. Yeah, I believe this is the thing we got from last year. Let's... Their websites. Sure. Yeah, this is last year's. Video. Commentary. Yeah, let's double... I want to see this one again. It's 3 minutes only, so it should be fine. Might as well. Yeah, you can see the FPS is slower. You notice all the effects it just did? It didn't change the temperature, so either this is something new, or the old one is a bug, or the new one is a bug. I don't know which one, but it's locked here. Yeah. You notice the shimmering here too, actually. Like here. You notice the shimmering a lot. Is it some sort of FSR, maybe? Is that it? Upscaling thing? Get to go, not go cheap, sorry. Grand Theft Horse? Wagon? Grand Theft Wagon, yeah. Can't wait for this man. Looks trash, said no one ever. Yeah. Or a horse. Like, jeez. Looks. You can clearly see that the FPS problem, at least on the gameplay we saw before this one, is higher. Yeah, you like all this, it's the same thing. All of the shimmering stuff. I hope it's just a thing of upscaling or some sort of issue they'll figure out. Because it's gonna look annoying if it's gonna be stock full of this. Other than that, perfect. We'll see how good the story is though. It's Korean. And doesn't automatically mean bad, but you know. Yeah, they usually focus a little bit more on the gameplay side. And tech graphics sides than a good story. Usually. I am hopeful though. Yeah, the gameplay looks insane ambitious. It's definitely one of these I believe it when it's released kind of games. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how this game's develop. That's for sure. There you go. So yeah. Let's have there been any other Gamescom. Let's see. Check GameSpot this time. See what else they have got. We already have the. Oh yeah, that's a live thing. No, thank you. XCOM with Wizards Tactical Breach gameplay. Mm-mm. Doesn't look like they've got anything. Let's check IGN again. Wait, we got something else. No, is this the same thing? Yeah, it is. It's the official gameplay review of the Assassin's Creed dual protagonist gameplay thingy. Oh my god, actually, are you kidding me? I just... Like, look here for a moment, let's see.
Extremely fast, efficient, acrobatic. We've worked...
Oh, it was gone.
Wanted Naue to be extremely fast, efficient, acrobatic.
Yep. Look, here down here. You can see it, right? They forgot to... they just screen captured it. And for like half a second, it was here.
We've worked...
Jeez. IGN. Can't really... Well, you could really just download a video from YouTube. It would be way better. And just re-upload it. Which fire nest? That's not it. I don't see any new trailers right now. Nope, gotta wait for tomorrow. And for those looking for a specific time, tomorrow at 8 p.m. CET time, so Central European time. And then convert that into whatever time you live in. Yes. That's gonna be awesome. Some people coming out with reviews of Wukong right now. I thought that was like on Friday. Anyhow, so how's it going with you guys? All fine? I think I asked you this earlier, Ledmaro. So I think everything is fine with you. Well, what about you, coding? All good? I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing Final Fantasy 16 again on PC. 17th of September. It's gonna be very, very nice having it in like pure 4K, max everything out, even if it probably won't look like insanely well, because it's using like a MMO engine or like a version of the engine. It's still gonna be nice. Remove all that grain. I also haven't played expansions for the game, so I'm actually looking forward to trying those out too. Let's see. So it's 21. So it will, yeah, the Black Wukong will release either like 3 or 4 a.m. tonight our time. It'll be out and I'll know the verdict of the game. Yeah, they had like 4 p.m. So 4 a.m. then for us. Very well. They're using the I guess this is the like this. Usually you have like the space speed between like here and here. I guess for Asia it's probably better, like in China probably. This is either the original one, I guess, or as a New York, America get it in like on the evening. We got it at night. Asia gets it in the morning. Interesting. Nice. I'm looking forward to it. See how it's gonna be. I want to double check.
I'm the
Oh. Why did I just suddenly see this? What the heck? I feel something. Wow, you're like. This is pure. This is good graphics. This is good graphics. Very nice graphics, yes. Do this. It's Gamescom tomorrow, 8 p.m. our time, set time. So 8 on the evening. I heard there's a 30 minutes pre-show. I don't know if that's... they usually just talk. So I'm gonna start from like 8. At least I'm watching it. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it yet, but we'll see. Why is this not working? It's very nice, yes. We're definitely gonna get more gameplay. They've already said no Dragon Age, I know. Other than that, there is rumors of some game reveals, world premieres, but I don't know yet. It's not working. No. Oh well, whatever. To default. GTA 6 gameplay? I'll be honest, like, I think they are so big. I don't think they're gonna come on Gamescom. If they're gonna go somewhere, it's gonna be at the Game Awards, because that's like it's not... It's the most neutral award there is, I think. So it's very much like... and they also want to, like, look good at Game Awards, right? But honestly, it would not surprise me if they just did their own trailer and revealed stuff, like, alone. Because they don't need any boost, and they know it. They can just release a trailer, and the marketing will just get it out there. They are a little arrogant, yes. Yes, they are. I do hope we get it at... it would be nice. But I do not think Gamescom, I don't think Summer Games Fest. I believe they're going to either do their own thing, and if they are going to do it on some sort of event, it's going to be the Game Awards. Like, it would not surprise me if they release a gameplay trailer at the Game Awards. Or an extended something trailer. Yeah. Bloodborne to PC. One can have hope, but yeah. If it's happening, it's happened. It's like... Ooh, please. It's basically like... what's that game again from Valve? I'm brain farting right now again. Just a minute. Skeleton Crew official trailer. Did I watch it? Maybe wait. Yeah. Oh, yes, Half-Life 3. It's basically Half-Life 3. That's the... It's not like at that point, but it's like... It's getting there. It's like... we don't know. At this point... It's probably just contract stuff. That's in the way. Is what I'm guessing at least. Want to do a friendly bet? Bet on? Yes. Just for fun? Sure. Let's go. What do you think? A prediction. How many remakes reboots do you predict will be revealed? Oh, I can't. Do you want a number or like a percentage of the stuff that's being revealed? Because number, I have no idea. I could say some random stuff. Okay. I think 15. I think 15. Is a combination of remakes and reboots, of course, not like one of them, both. Just yeah. We should honestly count like sequels too, because I'll be honest, like people, it's either a sequel, it's a remake, or it's a reboot. It's one of these three. Because people don't, games cost so much to make and take so long that people don't want to have any chance. So they either bench on like a profitable IP like Hogwarts, like Harry Potter, or for example Star Wars, or something, right? Or they do like a remake, reboot, or a sequel to a beloved franchise already. Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, all this stuff. And bench on like the existing fan base to carry that game into success. I think 15. I have no idea how many reveals are gonna be there. I can let's see. Okay. Well, they can't remake reboots from the existing game and no sequels. Okay, I think 15. I don't know how many. Predict 3. I mean, I don't know how many games are gonna be here. Let's see. I want to just find somewhere people saying X amount of game. That'll help me immensely. Did the nurse not win? Yeah, 15 is... I'm gonna guess this is like really... I have a feeling you will win, but it's been so many. If I feel like you get drowned by just like a sequels and remakes. Well, not sequels, you didn't want to count that. A remake or reboots, basically. But now we're gonna see... There's a Batman VR game, Civilization, VII, I don't remember the number right now. Indiana Jones, Monster Hunter Wilds, Marvel Rivals. I know Crimson Desert's gonna have something. I know Diablo 4 will have a new trailer. What else?
Ads will be
starting
starting
Bethesda.
now.
Shattered Space, I think, is the expansion for Starfield. That's gonna be there. What else? Avowed, we will see stuff, even though Avowed got delayed till February. WoW War Within. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I'm just looking forward to it, to be honest. So I didn't know this. Indiana Jones is coming to PlayStation 5. Interesting. Oh, do you think Sony will have a release or showcase of the PlayStation Pro? Or do you think they will delegate that to a separate event? They might do it on Gamescom. Maybe the Wolverine or Captain America. I believe Wolverine is still many years away from what the last thing I heard about it. Earlier this year, it said it was like still early. So people are skeptical. Like, it would be nice, but I would imagine Wolverine would maybe be a PlayStation 6 launch title. And that's like, what, 2 years away now, maybe? 2 to 3 years? Maybe the Wolverine or the Captain America. The Captain America, I don't know. Black Panther, I also don't know, actually. I feel like both of them are even earlier than Wolverine. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Captain America X Black Panther. I didn't know it was called that. I thought it was just Captain America. We're talking about the Unreal Engine 5 demo that came out of showing Captain America in like the 60s or something. Or during World War II, I don't remember when. Somewhere in that time period. Or is that a separate project? I feel like that got a different name. Brave New World, isn't that the new game? No, that's the Marvel MCU one. Captain America game. Super Soldier. Amy Hennig, I believe she was. No, it is called. It is called Captain America and Black Panther. Okay. It's confirmed to be a single player game and not a co-op. I'm very curious what they're gonna do with State to Play this year. Yeah, isn't it Marvel 1943? Or is that a different project? They released this trailer here. It looks amazing though. That's the one, yeah. Old Universe, Rise of Hydra. Very nice. I like this very much. But yeah, it's oh, next song. Yeah, I remember that. Was this year? I think it was at Summer Games Fest this year, 7 months ago. Oh. Reportedly eyeing a 2027 release date. Would not surprise me. That was last year. What about Marvel's Wolverine? Yeah, it's a 2026 game. Okay, yeah, so 2 years from now. Honestly, would not surprise me. It's either gonna be one of the last big games to come to the PlayStation 5. It probably will be a cross-console game. My prediction: PS6 coming 2026, and Marvel's Wolverine will be a cross-platform launch. The PlayStation 5/PlayStation 5 Pro, and then PlayStation 6 as like the ultimate way to play it. And then a year or two later, we'll get it on PC. Yep, that's my prediction right there. We'll see if it's gonna be true or not. What else? You think we'll see anything from FromSoft or too early? What do you think? You gotta be working on something. And if they're gonna use the same engine they've always used, not upgrade it, I have a feeling that like they can pump out games way faster because they're so used to it. Which again is one of the benefits of not doing anything to the engine, just work on the same thing over and over again. I hope they don't. I hope they really rework the engine, like add on really great graphics, and also optimize it immensely, because it needs to be optimized. I believe we will at least see a teaser. It would be nice. Some sort of like animation and like a title, or like a project title or something. And then that's it. With like a more next year or see you in 2026 or something. Because we already knew, I believe, a Skeleton Crew was working on the expansion. So they had to be working on something even before the expansion came out. Steam Rhythm Fest. They did say they felt pressure on the graphical front on Elden Ring when Demon's Souls Remake released. Yes, I hope so. And I hope they like take a look and just realize that they don't need to like, they can perfectly like rework the graphics without having compromising the gameplay. It's just make it modern, make it feel like fresh, make it also just make it optimized. Make it like really well optimized on the CPU and GPU fronts, like add in effects, GFX, ray tracing, path tracing, like go ham, DLSS, all this stuff. And then also just keep, I don't know what gameplay they want to continue with. I think they've said something around the Lands of Sekiro. It's closer to what they want the next game or the ultimate game to be. But I might be wrong there. Well, see when they have something to show. I love the heaviness feeling Demon's Souls remake. I agreed. They really did a good job. They kept the essence of the gameplay, but they changed it to like, I think actually, to be honest, to be better. to have weight. Oh, Dragon's Dogma expansion. We know there is something coming this fall. Something with Dragon Princess or Queen or something, I think. They gotta release something at Gamescom. Let's see. I haven't finished it. Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, you never finished it. Well, you have time. How far did you come? Or like get into the story? Did you get to like the end game zone, as we call it? Yeah, I lost a little motivation when the story points didn't have closure. Yeah, it's one of the things I'm hoping they're gonna fix or remedy with the expansion whenever that comes out. Add like we lost light and dark magic, I think. A lot of spells, a lot of cross like new vocations which we had in the ED1 but not ED2. If they could like add all this stuff, like add more stuff to the world that's already there, add the expansion with like a good story, maybe that can like help give closure to the a better no. Well, to be honest, the end wasn't really that bad. It was mostly it just jumped and suddenly like they cut all the story points. I kind of hope they give us more story, basically. Give us the story they were intended to give us, and just add it onto the main story, and then also give us an expansion and more vocations or more spells and stuff. If they can do this and also fix the performance issues, that'll be really nice. So I agree. I would admit, like when since I figured it when I played it, I was like, I was able to do it, but I kind of would have lost steam too if I knew, like when I was early in the game, that it just went nowhere. And the enemy variety was the best. Agreed. I think I read somewhere they went like half the enemy variety from the first game was like cut in half or something. It was something like that. And they had some unique enemies, but most of them was like locked to like certain caves and stuff. And sure, a lot of enemy variety was spiced up with the end game area. If you got like the true ending, I think. But yeah. First game DLCs took 10 to 11 months. Dragon's Dogma 2 only sold like 3 million? How much did it sold? Dragon's Dogma 2. Yeah, 2 months, 3 million copies around the world. That wasn't... Huh. So they expected 1.5 million copies of the game, but it sold like basically double. At least I hope that warrants expansion. Was Monster Hunter Wild and Monster Hunter Wilds, is that next year again? I think that's 2025. Yeah. Release in 2025. I'm gonna guess a year from now. Fall. August or September maybe. People are saying that if they'd released any content for Dragon's Dogma 2, they would cut into the Monster Hunter Wild marketing hype. Like, I would agree if we knew that Monster Hunter would come out like early next year. But we don't know that. For all we know, it might be a full year for Monster Hunter to come out. Because I don't think they only said like 2025. Like they are hoping for 2025 or something. Maybe not hoping, but like they haven't given us a date. And until they give us a date, nothing is sure. Basically, and even then, people delay. So yeah. Ooh. Little Foundry have gotten Little Tech or like a review thing on. Digital Foundry. Oops. Yeah, 6 minutes ago. 4K. That's what they've been doing. Okay. Yep, it's 21 minutes. Sure, let's watch it. I want to watch it anyways. Might as well just do it live.
Ever since its reveal in 2020, Black Myth Wukong has been an alluring project. The developer, Game Science, has been surprisingly open in comparison to other AAA developers, and the game's apparent ambitions, I feel, have been reinforced with each and every press release. It's a hero-focused action game, retelling the story of Journey to the West in a linear fashion, and it aims to be a graphical tour de force utilizing Unreal Engine's latest features. And not just standard Unreal. On PC, it is utilizing the NVIDIA branch of that engine to enable full ray tracing, as it is called, which holds the promise of an even more impressive...
By the way, that's why this game is going to be extremely heavy on every GPU, because even at base level, it uses Lumen, which I think if you go down to DX11, you force software Lumen, and if you go on DX12, which is the normal one, a standard version, you get hardware Lumen, which is hard. And then if you turn like all the ray tracing stuff up, you got ray tracing on top of that. And then if you go, I believe, max it out, you get path tracing, which means this game is going to be insanely hard to run, like Cyberpunk hard, basically. I think that's what I think, at least. We'll see what it says.
Graphical presentation. So in today's video covering that PC version, I will ask and answer the questions: have Game Science lived up to the graphical hype from that first trailer? How is the full RT implementation on PC? And lastly, what performance tips do I have for people who are going to play the game? So enough monkey business here, let's get right into it.
looks
Right when
very
the
good.
game starts up, it is almost immediately apparent that Game Science has lived up to that original trailer and gone beyond it. The intro to this game seriously dazzles with the things you're seeing there. There are titanic, mythical beings lording over you, and the entire area is replete with unique volumetric rendering that is unfortunately kind of rare in the modern age. With each and every dash, staff swipe, and bit of movement, the main character and his nemesis distort and move the physical volume of fog that they find themselves in. Beyond Housemarque's Returnal and some legacy PhysX titles, real physicalized particles like this are an absolute rarity in games, and Game Science made sure to use this GPU-intensive effect in effective ways to add a mystical flourish to distinct game moments like this one, or specific character entrances. It is flashy for sure, but darn
Wow,
if it
that's
does not
some
look
really
amazing.
good.
Interesting particle effects such as these can be found throughout the game actually, often accentuating the combat, letting you know what an enemy is about to do, or it will reward you with some nice particles for successfully defeating an enemy. Sometimes particle effects can be tackily added on top of a game's presentation, looking a bit out of place. But here I feel, in this game, they are always well situated in the theme and in the environments you find yourself in.
Very nice.
The areas you will move and play through in Black Myth Wukong are also an exceptional highlight in the game's presentation. And there are a number of technical components which bring these scenes together. The first of which is an Unreal Engine 5 hallmark, and that is nanite. Due to nanite, the ground, incidental detail, and architecture of the game shows off a very high level of geometric density. At average camera height and distance, you would be very troubled to find any geometric edges on almost any surface you can find in the game due to nanite's automatic and ever-changing level of detail. Similarly, you will not often see intrusive pop-in due to that automated level of detail on almost any geometry in the game. So this game will tend to have a more solid look than you might see in other previous generation titles.
Not
That does not
surprising.
mean there is no pop-in though. Owing to the original Unreal Engine 5.0 vintage here, nanite is not used on vegetation, rather noticeably, and it will have visible consequences. For one, you will see bushes, leaves, and other shrubbery like we see here, showcasing typical level of detail changes that games have had since, well, forever.
Yeah.
The second negative aspect of vegetation not using nanite is that the game forgoes virtual shadow maps. Virtual shadow maps are more expensive on non-nanite geometry, and given how much of this game takes place in dense forest areas where most of the geometry on screen is probably going to be vegetation, well, I presume the developers here made a hard performance choice and chose not to use VSMs. As a result, without full RT on, you will see a lot more shadow issues than you've seen in other UE5 titles. There's always a very distinct shadow cascade line you can see on shadows near the main character, and any shadows after a really close distance tend to heavily blob out or show other instability.
Like, even with full RT off, except the shadow thing, it still looks very good. So if they can get this to run on like low-end systems, like 2060, 2080, all that stuff, that's
I presume
gotta
this
be
will
nice.
affect the PlayStation 5 version when that is analyzed, but at least on PC, if you have a ultra high-end PC, you can use the full RT option, and this uses full geometric ray tracing. That will get rid of the usual cascaded shadow map issues. Up close, you will no longer see that obvious cascade line in front of the character as he moves forward. And at a distance, shadows will not be universally blobby or prone to types of flicker. So there is a solution for shadow issues on PC, although it is a very expensive one, as I will talk about later. In spite of those slight negative aspects in the presentation, nanite is a great asset to the game's assets, and it is the foundation upon which the game's extremely dense environments are built. The glue holding the environmental detail together, though, is the ray tracing. Without using the full RT option, the game will utilize software Lumen on PC for diffuse global illumination and for specular reflections. With the full RT option on, there is a Reister-based path tracing in use, which adds in a lot of extra
Yeah,
lighting
path tracing.
detail. A huge portion of the game takes place out of direct sunlight, in shadow. And thanks to Luminor path tracing, all the craggy overhangs, shadowy corners, or sunlit entrances will look incredible. The indirect lighting detail is generally high and superb, and in a number of areas, I really can't imagine them physically working without ray tracing in use here. We have talked a lot about Lumen before on the channel, and this title, like other UE5 titles, is a big showcase for it. But how does full RT enhance this experience? When looking at diffuse lighting, that is the lighting on rough surfaces, there will be some core differences there. Since full RT uses high quality geometry instead of signed distance fields, it will often show off more fine detail in the local lighting. With software Lumen, as we can see here, smaller plants, bushes, or leaves are not represented in the tracing detail, and they're only captured in screen space. So they will often look a bit monotone in shading and look undershaded. With full RT, nearly all of that fine detailed geometry is being traced against, so you'll see fine shadowing there in indirectly lit areas, or small bounce lighting detail on plants, which make them better situated into their surroundings and just looking higher fidelity in the end in comparison to the software.
Look at, for example, this. Oh.
Lumen.
Versus this. Oh, wait, you can't see it. This here. Then you have this. It's a small difference, but you notice it when you see it.
Path. If you were just running through the game at full pace, you might not notice such details, but if you take the time to breathe in these gorgeous environments, well then full RT is a great addition there. Another upgrade from full RT comes in the form of less overdarkening. Since signed distance fields are sort of blobby for sparse things like trees,
for instance,
they tend to over-obscure
the
light, giving some areas an overly dark look. With full RT, the greater accuracy means less overdarkening, so more skylight will come through, often brightening up those areas with per pixel precision. Either that, or you will see some more local sunlight bouncing around, like we can see here. The difference will be subtle though, and without side-by-sides, I doubt many people would know they're missing much with software Lumen. The biggest difference from full RT comes with speculative
just tells how good
or
like the non-RT
reflections, as
version
they're
is.
often called. On rough surfaces like stone, as we see here, the material is more accurately represented as the tracing is done with less simplifications. So you'll see more surface detail from that indirect lighting on any given rough surface. The biggest difference though will be found in the game's water, of which there's a lot of it. With software Lumen, an absolute majority of reflection detail on water is captured with SSR, so characters are not reflected as we can see here with this character. And also you will notice that particles are disappearing in the reflection here when out of screen space.
Yeah.
So anything that you will see out of screen space
I do
though
not
will
like
look
that.
very blobby.
This annoys me in every game that
Slowly,
has
as we
it.
can see
SSR.
here. That slight movement you can see in the reflection there is supposed to be the waterfall moving. Yeah, it's not too great looking. The biggest issue though with software Lumen from this is that anything that is obscured will have disocclusion issues. With the character jumping here, you see a large outline on the water surface from
This
those
also
areas
annoys
where
me.
just SSR is failing.
It's just
and it's
so
constantly moving.
Ugh.
With full RT on, it'll look to get rid of such issues. With the character jumping, as we can see here, there are absolutely zero issues when he obscures background detail. No disappearing reflections. And out of screen space, it's easy to see how the world reflected in that reflection is constantly updating per frame. Much more detailed, and it also includes things like particles. Nothing is missing from the reflections. This is a bit surprising to me since the game uses nanite, and reflecting details from nanite is a hard task. I've only found one instance where the geometry being traced against was misaligned with what was being reflected. This tree here in this game opening area. The smaller branches appear to be missing in the reflection, though curiously other instances of this same tree model I found did not have this issue. That is great, as it means the full RT option in this game in nearly all views will always look superior to software Lumen without any glaring areas of oversight or visual trade-off.
Yeah, very nice.
For the keen-eyed among you, you may have already noticed the last larger lighting upgrade from Full RT, and that is the upgrade from real-time ray-guided caustics. Any body of water in the game will show off a dynamic caustic effect, where light is redirected by the surface of the water, and you'll see it relighting the surrounding areas, like the rock above the water here. Or it will relight the area below the water surface, showing undulating patterns on the floor of the game's streams or ponds.
So nice.
This undulating pattern aligns with the water's surface deformation, so your character moving through it or interacting with it will cause the caustic presentation to change.
Please, future games that have erased reflection in the engine, please fix the SSO or the SSA or whatever it's called, and all these reflection things. It's so important when you have like large bodies of water and you just go down and you can't see anything, or you have your character in the water behind you and you don't see anything between like the arms. No. Ugh.
It will morph and ripple just
adds
like
so
the
much.
water surface above it. It absolutely elevates the water presentation in my eyes. And it
At some
makes
point
a
it's going to be a
boss
thing of the
fights, for
past, thank
example,
God.
look extra special, as all of their animations and yours cause these secondary effects in the environment due to those caustics moving around. The difference between software lumen here will depend on how deep the pool of water is and how much shadowing there is. If a pool of water is shallow and well lit by the sun, like we see here, then the caustic effect will contribute a lot more lighting to the scene, which will dramatically change the water's surface versus the stock look. If the water is deep and in shadow, then the caustics will realistically be less apparent, and the water will look much more similar between the two different versions of the game. Either way, real-time caustic lighting is very rare to see in games, and I applaud the developers here for adding it in a way which enhances the presentation. It doesn't look very tacked on. There's a lot of water in this game too, so it elevates many areas of the game. Beyond bullet point engine tech features, there are a few other areas that Black Myth Wukong really excels in. Environmental interaction is one of them. It's often subtle yet effective. Each and every plant of the game will showcase nice shakes, sways, or rattles when characters collide with them. It's a small detail, but one that is greatly appreciated when you do notice it. Same with the bits of scenery destruction that is in there. You can find the genre-typical exploding pots here, but there are also some other details such as exploding pillars or fences and handrails that fall apart when you walk by or interact with them.
Disruptive environments help so much.
Character rendering is another highlight in this game here, but once again, it's just kind of a nice bonus on top of an otherwise already gorgeous package. The designs are fantastical and rarely attempt to look human, but when combined with cinematic flourishes like depth of field, the characters can look breathtaking in the game's various cutscenes, which, by the way, there's actually not a whole lot of cutscenes in this game in my experience. Thankfully though, outside of cutscenes, enemy character models will have a similar, if not the same level of detail, with ultra high quality textures, geometry, and a heck of a lot of cool secondary animation, usually from particle effects or clumps of fur.
Oh, look at that.
As you can probably tell by my description, Black Myth Wukong is an incredible looking game on PC and easily one of the best looking games that has come out this year. But that does not mean everything is perfect. Nanite is adding a lot of detail, but some textures are not always up to snuff. There could be some really high quality texture like we see on the left here, while the rock face on the right is noticeably stretched in lower quality. Another issue is that the game has a post-processing quirk that I do not like. It is over-sharpened, and this doesn't have to do with the game using DLSS or anything like that. The devs must be using Unreal's default sharpening somewhere in the pipeline here, and it is jacked up really high, so things that are flushed against a white background will have a noticeable outlined look to them. That sharpening also contributes to a general crunchy look in this game's visuals, and that is also exacerbated by the game's extensive use of temporal dithering. Hair looks dithered and aliased. Same with the game's motion blur. This then causes very obvious flickering around the main character, for example, as he moves. All of those aspects contribute to the game looking less stable in motion than it ought to. I would really like an option here to disable sharpening or run things at full resolution, non-dithered. But truly the biggest issue with Black Myth Wukong lies in its performance, and this is unfortunately typical Unreal stuff. Though not everything. I can happily report that the game on start has a lengthy shader precompilation sequence that is long on a big high-end CPU like the Ryzen 7 7800.
I noticed it
3D,
when I
so
did
it is crunching a
benchmarking.
lot of shaders. And thankfully to that, I don't see what appears to be extensive shader compilation stuttering happening in-game. That doesn't seem to be the issue here in my experience with what I have recorded. The devs have done a good job with that, better than most other Unreal Engine devs. Rather, the game does have a big traversal stutter issue. Yes, every Unreal Engine game has this. Here it is not the worst I have seen, but it's also not the best I've seen. Basically, every time you go into a new area, there will be a huge frame time spike that disrupts the game flow. Sometimes there can be multiple in a row, actually. With full RT off, that spike in frame time will be big and very noticeable. With full RT on, it is proportionally bigger, and these will absolutely disrupt the game flow and are off-putting. When running around, they can also just kind of happen to occur at times, and I'm not sure why they are happening. This will happen with or without full RT on, so there'll just be random frame time spikes there. I think the worst thing that can happen, though, is that some of those invisible loading lines in the game can correspond with locations in the game world where a combat can occur. Thus, they can disrupt play in those areas, and that is a big no-no for me. It is not as bad as Jedi Survivor, I would say, but gosh, it is annoying that running across even small little areas like this courtyard here can reliably trigger this frame time issue each and every time you go from one side to another. Unreal Engine is truly my bane at this moment, and this game is another one to add to the list of stutter struggle in this regard. A compounding issue for this is that the full RT option will also add frame time spikes in its own right, making the game less smooth than it could potentially be. In this comparison here with full RT on the right and software lumen on the left, I want you to pay attention to the frame time graph in the bottom right. I have limited the range on the graph there to highlight the issue. The full RT here has periodic frame time spikes
actually
up to and around
you have
60
higher FPS
milliseconds
with
when
RT
running
on.
through the world.
Attack.
They happen a bit with software lumen, but it is occurring more often with full RT. This is all happening on a Ryzen 7 7800X3D. And that means two things. For one, if you are aiming for a smooth 60 FPS with full RT on, you can only have the best processor available and nothing else will cut it. Secondly, it means to get a smooth presentation here, you will probably need VRR, and you will also need frame rate capping to around 60 FPS.
Yep.
That will probably turn people off. If you otherwise
I'm
use an
gonna do.
uncapped frame rate with something like DLSS 3 frame generation, well then the disparity between frame times and the spikes will be even larger and arguably even more obvious. So yeah, that is not great at all. In the end, this means that only the biggest PCs should use full RT there, and that's mainly due to CPU performance, though it is very expensive on the GPU as well. An RTX 4090, even at 40% of 4K resolution scaling DLSS, could dip into the 40s in this game while being GPU limited. Yeah, it's very heavy. Basically, unless you have the best kit out there, I can only recommend turning full RT off, and you should use software lumen as the game provides. I have one last performance tip. If you want better performance on your GPU, do not use the game's cinematic preset quality. The cinematic preset in Unreal Engine is usually hidden away, only meant for cinematics. Rather, start with the high quality preset 2 steps below that and work up some settings to very high that you think need to look better. And with that, you'll get a good looking game that runs a good deal better, I imagine.
Does he have settings? No, it doesn't.
And with that, that's really all I can say here about Black Myth Wukong.
Very high on all? Yes. I'm definitely gonna try out. I think I'm gonna try everything very high, I guess, with DLSS on quality mode and frame gen off, lock to 60, and have the FPS up in the corner, I think, and then I'll see how it goes. If I see I have more performance to spare, I'll probably turn it up to cinematic.
See at the moment. It is an incredibly gorgeous game, but is one with some problems. I really want the developer to do as much as possible to improve frame time stability, as otherwise this incredible game will be overshadowed due to these issues, I think. And really, it is an incredible game. The gameplay is top-notch and the presentation is otherworldly. So I'd really like them to fix it. From what I understand, the game will be getting patches though, and I assume that they will try to address this in due course, and perhaps they will also add something like DLSS ray reconstruction as well with patches. As of right now, the game currently does not use it and uses some other denoiser, and I'd like that option here. Beyond that, this game's heavy profile on PC, especially on the CPU, makes me wonder what the heck that PS5 version is going to be like. We'll cover that as soon as we can here at DF, so keep your eyes open. Anyway, if you did like this video, like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment below, support on Patreon, follow on Twitter, and as always, this is Alex, bidding you farewell und auf Wiedersehen.
You have some cheap tricks. Meet me at the summit if you dare!
Bye-bye. Meet me at the summit. It's gonna be PC and console gamer. Yes, you're right. That's why we have a maxed PC. We can just max everything and enjoy the quality life. And the PlayStation 5 for those games where they don't release on PC or earlier on PS5. And then, you know, Switch and all that stuff for everything else. You know what? I'm gonna buy it now. Because I can still refund it tomorrow if it turns out it's gonna be shit. I want to preload so it's all ready. Black Myth Wukong. Question is, which edition should I buy? I see you already on the game. Digital Deluxe Edition, $6.99. What do you get? Opera Mask. Giving Armor. Whatever, it's 100 NOK more, it doesn't matter. I'll just do it. Go. August, let's see. 5 hours. How big is it? 128 gigabytes. Very nice. And we are preloading. Very good. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting tomorrow. We have Black Myth Wukong. Hopefully it's good during the day. And then I'm gonna take... I don't know how I'm gonna stream tomorrow, when I will start. Depends on when I wake up, I think. We'll figure it out. It's probably gonna be an earlier stream though. Like I'm either gonna do maybe 9 o'clock, maybe around there. And then start and then play to like 2 or 3. Depends on how much I like the game, and because I got some stuff to do, and then there's Gamescom later. So yeah. Oh, interesting. Well, that's it at least. Now, what to play? Don't blame the mic. Oh, it doesn't make sound. It's fine now. Good mic, yes. It's very good. Very nice. Very good. When can you start preload of oops, Star Wars? Hmm. I want a new Splinter Cell. God damn it. I'm just looking through the Ubisoft games. And you just want to see more. Splinter Cell. I kind of want them to either reboot. This is actually a game I would like reboot of, Watch Dogs 1. Or a remake, one of them. Like just max graphics, everything. And just do it properly, because Watch Dogs 1 wasn't actually bad. I think. Watch Dogs 2 was too edgy for me. Or hippie or whatever. And then Watch Dogs 3 just screwed up. Really bad. It annoys me that they have all the Splinter Cell games in the launcher except number 2. Agreed. It's stupid. Like, I don't why. It doth not make sense. Well, it is what it is. One can hope that they learn. EA Play. Oh, it's true. It's Crusader Kings 3 got an expansion coming out in September. Do we know when? DLC. Browse. The 24th, okay. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be nice. Wanderer lifestyle, I like it. %. How much internet am I actually using? I'm streaming and downloading. It's maxing out my my line actually. Very nice. Install some games I don't need. You got some free space? Yes, very nice. Very good. But yeah, I think 22:30. I think it's time to stop. I kind of want to play some games, but I'm tired, and I'd rather just wake up early tomorrow and check out Black Myth Wukong. So look forward to that. I'm gonna guess at the earliest 9 a.m. If not, somewhere between 9 and 12, I think. Our time, so set time. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having watched. And as always, if you want to watch VOD in high quality, go on YouTube, 4K, all of it. especially if you want to watch like high quality gameplay of Black Myth Wukong tomorrow. I would definitely go YouTube. You need a head start because I'm coming for you. Well, wouldn't surprise me. I have a lot of stuff coming up. I can play mostly tomorrow, and then maybe a couple of hours on Thursday. Wait, hold on. Wait. So tomorrow it's Tuesday, and then I can play Wednesday. I could probably play a couple of hours. Thursday, I need to double check which day was I going. Yeah, Thursday I should have to double check actually. We'll do put this here. We'll see on Thursday. Hopefully I will get a couple of hours in. It depends on how much I'm liking the game and how much time I have, because I'm going for a trip to Reise, to my family, and then I'll be back again, and then I have some stuff I need to help prepare on the evening at some point. I don't know when. I'm gonna do some join in on filming, like maybe at like a what's it called, pilot episode for like a TV series that maybe will be bought up, and I'm gonna do that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I won't be able to play those days, at least not much. And then yeah, we'll see. Anywho, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Black Myth Wukong. Have a great day. Bye bye.